Alrighty, people, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm calling this my tabletop series because I like to do my readings most of the time at the coffee table. So yeah, let's freaking get to it. I'm excited to see what pops up for everybody. I know everybody are, I'm pretty sure everybody's on like a different type of journey, but the goal is the same. So let's see what messages they have. I'm being told to start with this deck. Alright, I wish you guys could see the candles, but I lit a purple candle for intuition and for the messages to be received by me and you, and then also a black candle to pretty much protect us and cleanse you of any negative entities and energies that may have been sent out to you. Let's see here. I've honestly been seeing a lot of these cards in my own personal readings that I do for myself like every day. But let's see here. I can't wait to see what else they say so far. So I got 6 cards here, and I have the cow, wealth, the novice, death, and the cat. Also the bard. So right off the rip, what I see is like a new journey of pretty much abundance, things ending, new boundaries, new type of independence, and pretty much doing things on your own while having trust. That's what I'm seeing already. So I'm gonna go in with this lovely deck, the Return of Spirit deck by, I'm pretty sure her name is Cheryl, but I forgot why. Y'all saw how that shit popped off. Sometimes they're super eager to come out. Okay, I see a lot of purple here. Okay, in a sense. Yeah, it sounds like a new journey. Oh, frequency shift. And the way and where these are being placed is interesting. Oh, shoot. And I got the confidence card. So, interesting energies right here. So, with the cow card, it talks about nourishment, abundance, asking, and receiving. So, immediately I heard getting help. Mediumship. So, with the mediumship card underneath this cow card, that pretty much tells me that there's a lot of guides, going behind the scenes, and they're trying their best to work for you, but at the same time, you gotta ask them. And this was like a little whip to me because I'm kind of guilty for not asking sometimes. I spent most of my life not asking, especially help from your guides. Simple prayer, but ask them to be involved in whatever situation that you're in. They're definitely going to guide you. Or if you're not in a situation and you're just going along life and you're like, okay, now what? Listen to your intuition, own into your intuition, journal, let your mind wander, spend time for yourself on your own so you can depict the messages that are intuitively being sent to you, because the guides are super close right now and they are sending messages whenever they can in angel numbers, shows. Oh my gosh, now my camera just started to tilt after all this time. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, they're definitely standing close to you, trying to make sure you have all your foundation set. They're continuously telling you, work out, keep your foundation strong, like mind, body, and soul. That is the number one thing that I've been seeing as far as messages and signs. Like, keep those three things like straight: mind, body, and soul. Make sure your home foundation is straight, clean, bills are taken care of on time if you can, all that shit. Like, doing those things will make you feel happy and grounded in the physical world, and meditation will have you grounded in the spiritual world. And then in the mind, controlling your emotions, making sure your mental health is straight. Like, those things are like the key things to manifesting, what you want. And also staying on a vibration high enough for the gifts to come in that your guides are trying to send you. They can't send it to you if you're in a negative vibrational state. They can't. It won't reach you because you're not matching with that vibration to get it. So that's why they're putting an emphasis on mind, body, and soul. Make sure everything is fucking straight for you. Don't worry about what somebody else is going to feel. Take that time for you. Take that rest day for you. It's important because it's setting the tone for your inner foundation. Like, you need a strong foundation in order to go into 22. Like, a lot of shit's going to happen. Things are going to pop off. This freaking camera, I think someone's just trying to interfere, guide or something. But yeah, so please make sure that you're staying up to date on yourself. Stay in the present moment so you're always aware of how you feel. Next, because you have the wealth card and the divinity card, which I just explained that, which is, your guides are trying to bring you your abundance, but you have to make sure you're balanced. It's important to make sure you're balanced, because with the novice here, this talks about like a new beginning, and with this innocence card, hope y'all can see that, but with this innocence card, that's talking about a completely new beginning where nothing is written out for you, nothing's predestined for you. Like, this is where you decide to go, but it depends on your vibration. Like, that'll be the currency. I heard the new currency will be vibration in 2022. So I'm pretty sure your guides are completely aware that you may go through ups and downs and challenges, and they're gonna definitely protect you when you go through those challenges as well. But you got to make sure that you're treating yourself kindly when you go through those challenges, so you're not struggling. It'll be easier for you to access those divine channels, those divine energies when you give back to yourself. Like, that's going to be one of the main things in 2022 I'm seeing. So with this new beginning that you're walking into, I'm feeling like we're not at the new beginning yet, but we're approaching. Like, it's super close. Like, right now, what's going on is, your guides are teaching you how to ask and receive help from them. Like, you've been used to getting help from physical sources or not getting help at all, and your guides are pressuring you, kind of. I won't say pressuring, but kind of, yeah, they fucking are pressuring everybody right now to get used to calling on them for help, actually sitting your ass down, praying and manifesting and visualizing what you need, and they're gonna bring it to you. Like, they want you to exercise that manifestation and inner power that you have. So that's pretty much why a lot of people are getting tested right now, is because you're in a situation where you kind of see no way out, but they want you to sit your ass down, pray, take care of yourself, nourish your mind, body, and soul, so you can be presented with the opportunity that's going to get you out of the situation that you're in, because it's possible. Happened to me. I'm telling you, some crazy shit happened in my personal life, and I was forced to sit my ass down. Like, I couldn't do anything, and so I was like, okay, well, I can't do anything. And spirit, literally, I'm meditating, and my spirit was like, you know what, that's the thing, like, we don't want you to do anything. You can't control everything, so don't worry about it. Take care of yourself, make yourself laugh, watch your anime, take baths. And I gave myself a nice bubble bath. I put my freaking laptop up on the toilet and watched Netflix while I was taking a salt bath. Like, there's so many things that they want you to learn how to do for yourself, as far as taking care of yourself, like mothering yourself, getting into that feminine energy so you can receive. Because if you're in your masculine energy all the time trying to control, you're not going to be open enough to receive. So, food for thought. That's why when shit hits the fan, they want you to rest. They want you to take care of those three things: mind, body, and soul, so you can take care of yourself, but have a steady vibration that's of receiving. because things can turn around like that real fucking quick for you when you're in that, state of receive. And you'll never know, like shit will happen out of nowhere. Like I ended up getting help from somebody that I knew they could help me, but they had a lot of their own things going on. So I didn't want to ask or bother, but I had to break down and do it because Spirit was like, yo, you should ask this person. And I'm like, really? And they're like, ask this person. And I did. And they were like, oh, yeah, I got you. Easily. Cash at me the money and I was able to pay my rent. Like, you never really know. And I want to say that too. Don't judge yourself with the situation that you're in. Don't think that you did anything wrong. You didn't. It's literally a test to see how you're going to respond, to see if you're ready for this new beginning. It's a test to see if you can rely on the faith of the unknown, the faith of the unseen, and move on your intuition. Like they really want you to stand on your own 2 feet and be that master manifester. They want you to be that alchemist that can turn any shit situation into a positive by asking yourself, okay, what's the lesson? All right, I can't control, so I'm just be in the present moment and just go on about my business. Like there's so many lessons that we're all learning. So pay attention to them. So because like we're about to enter into like a new, period of that, that freshness where we're going to have all this karmic debt off our backs. So we can like, it's okay. I'll say this too. So it's like, you're also ending a karmic cycle right now. Wow, my candles just like fucking flickered. So you're ending a karmic cycle right now. You're ending a lot of things that happen in like your ancestry and in your past that have been holding you back. You're pretty much closing out a lot of chapters. So a lot of people may have had like these big ass tower moments that seem like fucking crazy and out of the blue, but in reality, what you're doing is you're getting the last bit of giant ass chunk of karma that you got to pay for, and instead of stretching it over timelines and giving it to the kids that are going to come after you or come before you, they're like, you're going to end this shit right here. But what we want you to do is we want you to stay put. We want you to take care of yourself through this because you can get through this and there's light at the end of the tunnel. So hold the faith, pray, take care of yourself, because you're definitely up for a challenge. And they see that shit. Like they're like, wow, like she's really handling it the best way that the best way that she can. Like she's about to get a really great fucking reward because you stay true to yourself and your authenticity, sweetie. So just hold on for those people that are going through a hell of a time right now, and that includes myself. I'm going through a really rough time, but finding support in people and being able to talk about your problems with people, but also talk about them with yourself, check in with yourself, stay present in the moment. I go on TikTok just to fucking laugh. I look at cat videos just to fucking laugh. Anything that can keep my vibe high in that present moment, that's what you're supposed to do, because that vibration is creating the future that you're about to walk into. So if you don't get this, you're going to be repeating a few cycles until you get it, because you can't go into the future with any more baggage on your back. So I'm going to say this as well. Release who needs to be released. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty. Also, just know that you have to do what you got to do. People often do what they want to do out of selfishness. So it makes no difference when you do what you have to do out of protection of your own mind, body, and soul. That's what we want you to do. That's what the universe wants you to do. Protect you. So if your intention is to protect you and you're going about it in a non-messy, non-petty, non-fucked up way, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and you will get nothing but rewards for leaving the past behind with compassion. So that's also food for thought too. You're doing good, sweetie. So next we have death frequency shift. So when you close this cycle off, you're gonna have like a huge frequency shift. And what I'm seeing is you're because I have like the cat here, and the cat talks about independence, healthy boundaries, and prayers. But when you get this frequency shift, it's going to be like the universe is granting you your license. Like, you're an adult now, baby. Like, you can manifest anything you want by just the drop of a prayer or a positive thought. Like, that is a type of power that you have. So that's where you're headed. That's why you gotta hold the fuck on. Just hold your horses, keep fucking going, because it's gonna get better. Like, after this cycle, after you tough this fucking cycle out, you're gonna be able to manifest anything like that. Anything that you want. And it's gonna arrive quickly as fuck, I'm hearing. And yes, music, poetry. I've been, with my girls, I've been doing readings with them, and this card came up too. The Bard, music, poetry, history, the enchantment of storytelling. And I feel like this will be the start of your new story, but this will also be the start of a story that you're going to be telling other people on how you achieved happiness to this extent. Like, oh shit, I got everything that my heart's desires, and I realize it's because I'm worthy no matter what. It's because I served all my fucking debt. I did all of my shadow work. There's always more to uncover, but for this time being, what you have been assigned as far as like schooling, and if you see 555, 1101, 101, 1103, those are, sometimes even 333 and 711. I've been noticing I'll see 711 and 1101 and 333 around the times I'm about to go through a certain shift. But 711 has been more so like a spiritual perspective change. And same with 1101. Like 1101 is like, okay, like something's about to come, there's a challenge coming, but what you're going to learn here is something of self-development. Like, how do you react to this situation? Are you going to act the same, or are you going to change? So that's what 1101, that's the type of energy that it's bringing. And 333 is bringing in that support from your guides. Like, your guides are saying, we got you, we support you, this is for, the betterment of your journey. Like, you're about to master something when you go through this lesson. I'm starting to see in 444 typically talks about, like, if you see 444 around the time you see 555, 1101, and all those that I just mentioned, that pretty much talks about you being protected as you go through your, emotional turmoil. Because of course, with the purging process and when you close out cycles, there's always huge emotions that come about. And if you're female, you probably didn't know this, but with our period cycles, we also clear out a bunch of energy, and especially if you're synced with the moon and the new moon, then you're clearing energy and recycling energy at a faster rate than a lot of people. So that's why you may have noticed you started to get more sensitive when you're on your period. Like, maybe you can't eat certain things, maybe you can't smoke, maybe, your mindset is fucked up and you're like, okay, I gotta take care of myself because my mind's fucked up around this time. Like, you're purging on a consistent basis. So with these, with all of these cycles and stuff that's closing out that you're learning, numbers that you may see, the bottom line is change is coming. And it's about how you view it, how you learn the lesson, and how you get over that hump. But all those numbers you will see when there's a challenge coming along that you have to fucking, I forgot where I was going to go with that, but I think I just have so much to say right now. So this is going to be, going back to the story, so this is pretty much going to be a story about how you got what you wanted. And your purpose for this is to tell others, to guide others, to tell people, go into this direction for you, not for me, not because I want you to, but for you. And honestly, too, some people don't want to be helped. So I was saying this to myself the other day, like, the people that don't want to be told anything, like, you may have so much wisdom, you may have so much fucking advice, and, like, for myself, like, that's my love language, like, making sure you're good. Like, I'm a Virgo moon, so I'm like I love to make sure that people are well taken care of. And, you know, I'm Pisces sun too. And then with the Taurus rising, I like to make sure that everybody else in my life has solid foundations for themselves. So I like to try to be there in any way that I can to support them in that, you know, set foundation, whether that's emotionally, and if I have money, I'll, you know, give that up. But when you're giving your energy to somebody and you're basically giving your love to somebody as a form of like advice, and they're basically not fucking listening to you, or, you know, discrediting your advice and treating you like your advice ain't worth shit, that's cool. Don't waste your energy. And what you do is you go and take that energy and that advice and that healing, and you go put it towards an audience that's ready to hear you. There's millions of people that are ready to hear you. Why focus on the people that aren't trying to hear you? Just saying. Just saying. So, you know, with that being said, choose wisely. Choose how you spend your energy wisely. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some angel messages here. Oh shoot. Let's hear what they have to say. So I'm getting this like your children on earth and in heaven are happy. So I feel like this is more so for my people that, you know, have kids, single mothers that are doing it by themselves. They're, you know, freaking worrying all the time. How am I going to make my ends meet? How am I going to take care of me and my family? This card is basically letting you guys know God got you. Your God got you. Your angels got you. You got you. Don't be scared of failure, because you're not going to fail. Really, you're not going to fail. So don't allow fear to, you know, step in and cut into that vibration of receiving. Do what you got to do on a day-to-day basis to protect your energy and to make sure you're Gucci, so you can get up in the morning and you can continue to do your, you know, do your mission. Trust me. Well, I can't say trust me, because I'm not a single mother. I haven't been in your situation, but I do remember how my mom felt with 2 kids, and it was just me and her. I was a super aware child, so I could see the amount of stress, you know, that it takes. And even though a child can see that, you know, they're still gonna want to be a child. So it's like they see it, but in hindsight they don't, because they're still trying to be in a child's place. So they don't know how to respond to it. So take it easy on them if they're, you know, a little rowdy and, you know, you're stressed and they're stressing you out. Just take it easy on them. You know, they see you and they see your struggle. They're just in a child's place. So, you know, those are to my moms. Everything's going to be okay. Pray for it. Pray for it. Pray for it. And when you're guided to move, to ask for help, to allow somebody to help you, take it, because that's the blessing. If that isn't, so like for my people that aren't, you know, that don't have children, you know, I'm sorry, this could be for baby moms and baby dads. I'm so sorry. But for people that aren't in this type of situation, this is basically telling you, you know, God has your back on you, for you and your friends, your whole family. You know, you're cared for. And I also sometimes feel like this is like in reference to, you know, like let's say if you're leaving somebody behind in the past, like they're taken care of, like they're going down on their journey. So if somebody's not doing so good vibrationally and they're treating you dirty and raw, you know, that just means at this time, this is exactly where they're meant to be. Let them stay there. And this is a time on their journey that they have to find their footing just like you did. So don't take anything personal. Just roll with it. Like, okay, you're in a different place on your journey, and where you're at, sis or sir, you already know where the fuck they've been. So you know how imperative it is to leave them alone and allow them that time to themselves so they can do that self-reflection. So next, wealth, we have Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through steady prayer and meditation. So this is about learning lessons. So this is about the lessons that have been coming in. Like this is another form of abundance, because you're going to use this in your future. And also this is good karma. This is good ass karma that you're creating. You're closing cycles. you know, as you heal, as you learn throughout, you know, these cycles that you're completing for real. Like, this is going to be an amount of abundance that you're going to be sharing with people. And honestly, what for me, just for me, I love it when I can breathe life into somebody and they take it and they understand. They're like, wow, thank you so much for your advice. I took it, I understand, and now I'm on a totally new, different path. And you just see their vibration just, you know, flourishing. You see them flourishing. Everything's going good for them. Like, that is one of the most heartwarming things for me. So this knowledge is going to be good for lifetimes. And then also, you're going to get some good karmic rewards. You may unlock some psychic gifts by trusting your intuition more, because a lot of this journey has been about trusting your intuition and trusting the divine, which is why we have divinity underneath too. You're going to get a lot for trusting. Trust me, you're going to get a lot. When you set your prayers and manifestations and you allow them to come to you, you get so rewarded more than you ever fucking thought, just because you had faith. It sounds cliche, but it's so not. It's so not. Like, you gotta really believe that you're good. So next, you have Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So, you know, for my people that currently have had somebody pass away recently, whether a year or two ago or before, they're just still in your heart and your mind. They're there with you. They are standing near you while you go through everything that you're going through. And then for my people that didn't have anybody pass away, I also see this as ancestors and literally ancestors behind you holding your hand as you go through this shit, because they've been through the real world. So they're like sending you, like, the thing that popped into my head was, like, let's say if I'm angry and I start to ruminate on something, they'll send me an angel number and I'll look it up, and it will talk about ruminating, holding grudges, all that shit. Like, that's them getting you straight. So you're staying on the right vibration, and so you don't get the game fucked up for yourself, and you continuously get what you want. They don't want you to repeat those same mistakes that they've repeated in the past. So, you know, they're here giving you full-on support because they get it too. So with death, I just heard something. So they said they want you to get it right. They want you to get it right because they didn't get it right. So, you know, keep that in mind too. Next, you have Bethany on top of the death and the frequency shift card. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, you know, or pedicure. So this is like, take care of your fucking self. Like, if you're not scheduling you time right now, stop everything that you're doing and schedule me time. 2 hours tops. 2 hours before bed is what I do. Or sometimes I'll come home and I'm like, all right, I'm fucking home from 8 o'clock to the time I go to bed. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to answer nobody. And I'm not obligated to. Same to you. You're allowed that time for yourself. No matter if you want to have it 8 o'clock to the time you go to bed one night, and from 5 o'clock p.m. until fucking 5 o'clock p.m. the next day. Like, it's all up to you. You don't have to ask for permission to take time for you. Do it now so you can, you know, change your frequency, shift out of, you know, this negative vibration so you can attract what you need. Next, Omega. Victory, your desires coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And it's right under the on top of the prayer card and the healthy boundaries. So most definitely keep praying, because the more you pray, keep your vibration high and take care of yourself and just have faith that you're being taken care of, you know, the quicker your shit's gonna come. And, you know, homie thick, so that means he busting through every fucking thing to get you your shits. Like, he ain't playing. Like, he busting through it. So, you know, allow yourself to clear a path for him to bust that shit through. Like, he needs to go straight to you. Like, he can't deviate and, You know, I would be tired as fuck if I'm trying to get to you and I gotta go through all these fucking obstacles at random times just to fucking, you know, give you this present, bitch. Like, come on now. Make sure you take care of yourself to keep an open, steady flow of abundance to you. Next, you have Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. The movement will usher in positive energy. So this could be for my people that are, you know, looking for new jobs. You know, there is a new happy outcome coming along. But this could also mean like a state of home within thyself. Like you're shifting vibrations, you're shifting timelines. And when you shift this timeline, you're going to be at a different place within yourself inside. Your foundation is going to be so structured and set, like nothing's going to shake you. You're going to be able to catch your triggers like this. You're going to be like, okay, this is, you know, from my shadow. Let me go ahead and integrate this and, you know, reaffirm, you know, my shadow, it's all right. We're always taken care of. We're good. We're good people. And that's what I had to affirm to myself. Like whenever an obstacle would come through, I would be thinking, is this my bad karma? No, like this is just, these are like, you'll know if something's your fucking karma. You'll know. And then you won't know. It's kind of like you won't know when something's a lesson, but then again, you might once you get so used to it. Like when you can see the signs and shit, you're like, all right, fuck, I'm being prepared for something. Here we go. So either way it goes, just make sure you learn your lessons too. The new home or place of employment. I think that's pretty much it. Like I really do think there are going to be some people in this group that are going to, you know, have a new home or have a new job. But I also think too, for others, especially with the confidence card being underneath this, I feel like a lot of people are going to have a certain level of confidence within themselves and their ability to manifest and, you know, their independence. Like you're going to have so much trust and faith within yourself that nothing can shake you. And even if obstacles would come, you'll get right the fuck back up because you know what to do. A, mind, body, and soul. Let me take care of that first things first. Let me get out of this stressful state of mind. Let me get out of this fearful state of mind. Now that I'm not in this fearful state of mind, what's my next step, Spirit? Let me know. Okay? So, what else? No, I don't need the tarot because we've already done a lot. We've done a lot of explaining that went deep into detail. Well, let's see. I do want to ask. So, Spirit, let me clear this up. Because now I want to understand what's coming in the future. I want to ask a few questions. I think I got a few more minutes. I got until 45 minutes. Facebook better let me upload this shit later. So I wanted to ask Spirit, what's coming in the future? Oh, I actually just got a flash of this one. Let me light another incense. I love the ways these things smell. Alrighty. Okay. Jesus. She ready? She looks like she's gonna stop. Anyways, let's roll. So I want to ask about what's going to go on in the near future. So in the near future, Spirit, what is viewer going to be out here contemplating, obedience, belonging, success, I'll come back around if you're meant. One more card. Okay, I heard that's it. Now I can use the tarot. I love these cards. Clarify these piles, please. Okay, cool. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Wow. Okay. So, with... should I do... I'm going to do these real quick. I see a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the near future. So, I see a lot of standing your ground. So this may be specific if people roast me for how I say that. Oh yeah. So already I see conflict in the near future for some people, probably for a lot of people that are having endings. It's definitely going to be emotional, but it's going to be such a huge clearing. So, oh wow. But okay, I see. Whew, Lord, y'all. Some energies. I need one more card, please. One more card. Wow. Cool. So, first pile I have here, I have the Grove pile. I have Grove, I have Three of Swords, and I have Bridget, Don't Back Down. So, let me show you guys why I'm thinking, you know, I hope y'all can see that. Why I'm thinking, not thinking, I know, and I feel that there's going to be some conflict and it's going to hurt a little bit. But what I'm getting here is, oh shit, and I hope this ain't for me. It looks like right now, viewer, you're in a hermit mode like state. Like you're just fucking vibing, you're chilling, you're just on your throne. You're taking stock, you're contemplating on things, making sure, you know, everything is set, like you're doing your shadow work, looking inside you, you know, wondering how and what is making certain experience materialize in the outer, you know, realms for you. Like you're really, diving deep and digging deep within yourself to see what is unhealed within you that's creating this reality that you have in front of you, right? But we already established, you know, it's karmic shit. You know, karmic debt, but this is just where you're at. So I see conflict here with this Three of Swords. I think I showed you guys this already, but you see like there's two cats with 3 swords and they're like laying on the ground and shit. And there's like a shit ton of rain. So, and then with the stand up for what you believe is right, I honestly feel like somebody tried to get over on you. Somebody tried to fuck with you. Somebody tried to, you know, really manipulate you and make you second guess yourself and just make you go through this like stressful ass period. Like because you were in your hermit mode, like you can obviously tell like you weren't trying to fight, you weren't trying to argue, you were just trying to do you. Like it's been solely about you. But somebody is trying to come and fuck that shit up because they're in their fucking ego. They're not trying to heal. They're just trying to blame and play victim. So no. So with Bridget, it's like don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in. Because they're definitely going to come back around and they're going to try to kind of fuck with your mind, gaslight you, manipulate you. And with this obedient card in the next pile, excuse me, heart chakra. Because you got 2 cards that basically talk about staying firm. Because you got, you know, her, the obedience. And when I get this card, like that card means business. Like that means you listen, you put your foot down. That's like Queen of Swords energy. You put your foot down, you do what's best for you. You gotta slice a bitch up if you fucking need to. So, hold on one second. Okay, so with this one, this is I believe the Knave of Swords. And with the Knave of Swords, like, and you see the mountains in the background and you see the sun Looks like the sun is setting. So he's protecting a new beginning. Like there's a fresh ass start. The clouds are, parting, sun's coming up. Like he got some good shit coming on behind him. Like he can see clearly behind him. And he's protecting that. He's like, you can't pass. And you see he's up in the sky, he's not on ground. So this is a lot of like psychic attacks. This is somebody that's really trying to fuck with your mind, trying to really fuck with, your state of peace. So with that, like you say hell to the nah. I know I had another card for that, and it just like totally disappeared. So but anyways, so yeah, here it is. You have to stay like firm. Okay, so I always like to say this to people when there's like situations that are hard and you kind of second guess if you're right or wrong with people. Let me tell you something. No. How you feel is valid. When somebody really does something to you, it's not, your perception. It's a fact. Like they did that shit to you. So don't let anybody gaslight you, and don't let anybody placate you, and don't let anybody get mad at you for you doing what's best for you, which is removing yourself from the situation. This person hurt you that bad where you had to go into this introspective phase, which is really good because this is where spirit wanted you, and you had to really think about shit, and you had to get your boundaries straight. So what's being said is stand firm in your boundaries. Spirit would have told you if you were thinking in a fucked up way. Spirit would have told you if you were incorrect because you would have felt incorrect. But don't let somebody come up here and make you think otherwise and make you second guess how you feel and what was done to you. That's not right. They know what they fucking did and they're just upset because you're moving on without them. You're not digging into that. You're focusing on yourself and this person. This is just like selfish energy that's super draining and that's so fucking needy that you can't breathe. So it's like, no, fuck that. Fuck it. You stand firm in your boundaries. If you don't want to talk at a certain time, don't talk. If you don't want to fucking hang out, don't fucking hang out. If you want to just focus on yourself and your art, your peace, whatever you got going on for yourself, you fucking do that. Because you got every fucking right to. You're building your foundation. You're building your peace. And where you're headed is for fucking peace. And nothing should get in the way of that. And if people can't understand that, if people that are close to you can't understand that, then they're really selfish and they're energy grabbers. Real talk. With the bodies of water, this is like talking about a cleansing, like recharging your batteries after this. Because this person is, of course, going to come in through, with the windfall, of like drama. So after you stand firm, cleanse yourself of all energy because the situation is not so, is very rocky and draining. But they're going to want, like, after this situation, if it hasn't, like, if it has happened to you already, then, and I just heard, watch yourself because it may happen again. But if you've had this situation happen already, then you're moving into a time of stability, and this situation made you realize, like, look, this energy is something that I don't fuck with anymore, and I want to move. So that's what that's going to make you feel. And that's going to make you want to pursue everything that you love, because you got to express yourself in, through creative activities. So it's going to push you into, that life that you want. And you got the four of, you got the four of, what is this? Belonging. Oh yeah, this is the Four of Cups. So, this is talking about pushing you into that world where you want to be and pushing you into your purpose and to do what you really want to do. Like, it's going to be about you and your money. And you can see, like, in the Four of Pentacles or the Four of Coins, like, he's not satisfied with that crowd. Like, he's not. He wants to go do something on his own. Like, you could totally tell him with the moon illuminating him in the back. Like, that's spirit telling him, like, you're not happy here. So that's why, spirit is saying, like, let these types of cycles end. So for my people that haven't been through this yet, it's pretty much piggybacking that, you're about to go through it. Stand firm, stand tall. Don't back down from shit. How you feel is how you feel, and that's totally fucking credible. Don't let nobody tell you how you feel. And when that's all said and done, it's going to be like a massive clearing out of your life. And then you're going to move into, because you got the belonging card, you're going to move into foundations and things that are meant for you, but it's going to be an independent type of, like, you know, you're going to have friends, you're going to have people around you, you know, you're going to be loved, you know, you have an abundance of love, but this is going to be personal. This is about you, where you're going, what you want to do for yourself. So that's the journey that you're going to embark on. And then you got success. And then I believe this is the Queen of Coins. And you see she got her coins and she's waiting for her crops to grow. You're going to be setting some new foundations. And it's going to be about, let's see, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So you're going to gain that confidence, honey, by standing up for yourself and standing tall for yourself. And, you know, that's going to be a different type of, my candle just flickered, so that's true. It's going to be a different type of success. Like, that's going to be that final level that you pass of having confidence in yourself and in your self-worth is what I'm feeling. Like, these crops that you're building, you know, like, I feel like these crops and the bags behind him are, or her, excuse me, these are all like things that she's built herself with, things that she's been through. And she's seeing how all of the seeds that have been planted beforehand, all the things that she's been through, they're going to be so bountiful for her. Bountiful. Like, that's going to be like that fresh start into that, you know, 2020. This is going to be like, you know, the first week of 2022. So, like, this is kind of where we're headed, like, where you're headed right now. But at the end of this, you're going to be stepping into the year of the fucking goddess or emperor, whatever you want to call it. Like, you're going to be fucking straight. So, thank you. That's all I have. And I hope you resonated with it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. I do personal readings. So, you know, hit me up if you would want a personal reading. If not, that's cool. But I'm always here to help. Alrighty, bye.